McKinnon, that was only the opener. We still have 5 more matches to burn through. I mean, this is going to be an amazing night. I hope you brought your energy drinks because we're going to need them. Certainly an unorthodox pairing between these two young men, MCG, Hennessy Williams. I think that these guys are going to be a lot of fun to watch. And let's just see if Mr. Romeó and Blake Banks are going to spoil the party.
We're going to find out. These guys reminiscent of another tag team that I know. But I know they're here to stand out and make a name for themselves here tonight.
Here comes the trust fund kid, Blake Banks, and your boy, Romeó. Certainly, these guys are not going to do themselves any favors with the reception that they are getting. And obviously, you can see Romeó's jaw-jacking with our fans now. Not surprising, coming from a man who claims that he is culture-centric, but to me, comes from a little bit of a bygone era.
I mean, there's a lot to be said about what type of music somebody likes in their taste in that. And then while the man that they're coming out to is a legend, you can tell a little bit too much on the egocentric side, and that is something that most fans cannot relate to. But it looks like they are going against the grain as this packed out arena here is admonishing them, but they seem to relish in the booze, much like the same artists that they're playing right now. You know, every superhero needs their theme music, and it looks like the crowd booing is just that for them.
Certainly, none of us here at the Empire Arena are strangers to Mr. Blake Banks as Richard White tries to check on. Sure, everybody's ready to go, and we are underway with this tag team match again. Blake Banks, somebody that this place is very, very familiar with. Second ever executive champion at TEW, the place that normally runs out of this building. And they didn't like him then, and they don't like him now, Mr. McKinnon.
Man, they sure don't. And then I want to talk a little bit about Miles, Mr. MCG. You know, this guy, you know, you can tell why the crowd is behind him. He likes to be known as the protector that protects the overlooked. You know, he used to be an outcast in high school, you know, moving around because of his father being in the military. He started working on himself, going to the gym, you know, being in the ring day and night. And he wants to let everybody know that being overlooked doesn't mean you're weak. You know, people thought that he was a rich kid who had it easy, but then they found out easily that he worked harder than any of them. And you can hear this crowd here tonight cheering on that hard work that he put in to make a name for himself.
MCG, obviously, this crowd firmly behind him. And I would say, if anything, this crowd is just straight up chastising Mr. Romeó and Blake Banks. Blake Banks, I mean, listen, you could hate the attitude, but the guy is in incredible shape. He's done a lot in the Florida wrestling scene. He's very aggressive and has a lot of money, so, you know, he tends to get what he wants.
You know, man, this crowd letting them have it. Again, not a fan of these, not a fan of Blake, not a fan of his partner, and MCG with that final cut. Oh, with a kick out at 1. Very impressive. I did not expect that kick out at 1 from Romeó, but.
And here comes Hennessy Williams, the muscle of these two. Axe handle from the bottom rope, and now look at the big man go, and he just runs over Romeó.
like a train. This guy doesn't know what hit him. Hard headbutt. And Romeó trying to get some offense in, but again, Hennessy Williams is putting a stop in his tracks. Romeó getting a little bit of offense. Oh my goodness.
That was a great idea.
Gosh.
Look at the power of Hennessy Williams. But look at Romeó. He's hitting him with the elbows now.
Looked like he was going for that fall away slam. Oh my gosh. Turned him inside out with that clothesline effortlessly. Man, Hennessy Williams.
A professional air guitar player strutting his stuff. Dropping the elbow. Cover. Could this be it? Romeó out at 2.
Man, jumping elbow drop. Uh-oh. This crowd very familiar with Hennessy Williams. I want to know what instrument he was playing there, but clearly that's lost on me. But the crowd knows, and that's what matters the most. With these strikes, punches, and elbows, not allowing Romeó to get much of any offense at all. And you want a big guy like that putting a sleeper hold on you is not where you want to be. Smart there with the blind tag from Romeó to Blake. Didn't see it happening. Knee to the spine.
Blake Banks, oh, now he's got a hold of the foot, and this is not going to be good. Dragon screw to the leg of Hennessy Williams, and that might do it, folks.
You might not like it, but that is smart tag team action right there. Divide and conquer, splitting Hennessy's focus, taking out the legs, and you take out those legs, you have no power.
Oh, my. Just stomping away on that left knee, and I don't care how big or how talented you are all the same size if you're laying flat on your back, and it looks like Hennessy Williams is right there right now.
That is absolutely right. Oh man, laying into that hamstring, making sure that he can't extend that leg the way that he needs to, putting weight and pressure on there. It's enough carrying his weight when you gotta carry somebody else's and you're working with one bad leg. You're gonna be fighting for your life the rest of the match, man. MCG has got to find a way to get a tag in or help his partner because Hennessy is going through it right now.
I mean, this
Blake
crowd,
and Romeó.
I'm sorry to cut you off, Mr. McKinnon, but I have to point this out. This crowd has not given these guys 1 second to breathe. I mean, they are on Blake and Romeó like white on rice right now. I mean, it is, listen to that.
Man. And you know what? I can't say that I blame them, you know? I can't say that I blame them, but again, Blake incredibly effective here. Romeó did take a lot of punishment, but again, once they did their divide and conquer strategy, it is paying dividends, and Blake going for a beautiful single leg crab, putting all of the pressure on that knee and that lower back. And MCG doing his darndest to bring this crowd to Will Hennessy back into here.
And look at the leg strength of Hennessy Williams. Even with one leg, he's able to push Blake Banks off of him. I'm not sure that those designer sneakers and Gucci bags or whatever in the heck Blake Banks is spending his money on is going to help him right now. Comes Romeó. Williams trying to get to his partner, and Romeó, you might not like it, but it was smart. Knocking MCG off the apron. Cover, could this be it? No! Wow, Williams out at 1. Still a lot of fight left in the big man.
But again, Romeó with that wonderful drop kick, taking out the leg, but again, taking out MCG on the apron, making sure they keep the pressure on him. High face, just disrespectfully putting him down, now going back again for that single leg submission.
Beautiful heel hook applied here by your boy Romeó, but I mean Hennessy Williams, he's got the reach advantage here, and if I'm Romeó, I would try to lay down, and I know that your shoulders are down onto the mat, but I mean that's going to happen if you don't. Is Hennessy Williams, he's got that reach advantage.
He does, and again, exactly why they are doing everything they can to make sure that he cannot get to his tag team partner. This crowd is going to come unglued the minute that Hennessy can get back to MCG. Can he do it here? As you see, struggling.
And Romeó is just pulling with all of his might. How is he doing that? He's able to tag in Blake Banks. And Banks able to redirect and get him back to the corner. Oh, Hennessy Williams with a kick to the sternum. He dodged him. He landed on his knee. He got it.
Oh,
here we go.
MCG with the hot tag. Double clothesline.
Side slam. And a kip up. Didn't quite get all of it. But in a match like this, I can understand it. Both men exhausted at this point in the match. But MCG fighting through the fatigue. Back drop. Senton. Cover. Could this be it? Oh, Blake Banks out at 2.
Man. MCG pulling out all the stops, doing everything he could to secure a victory and put this one away, but Blake, again, regardless if you like him, the guy is tough.
Oh my God.
Oh man. Kick to the face. Oh, missed that disaster kick.
Went for the trust fund kick, and he got it. Iron cutter. Smash!
Oh my goodness. Cut him in half.
Oh, and Romeó with a breakup.
My goodness. What an incredible spear. If Romeó was not there, this match would have been over. There is no doubt about it.
And I don't know if this is a smart idea. Hennessy Williams is basically battling on one leg right now. Uh-oh.
Oh man, looks like he was going for that chokeslam, but again, the weight on that leg, he is not able to put on because of the excellent ring acumen of Blake and Romeó.
Oh no!
My gosh! That high knee is enough to take down any man of any size.
He appropriately calls that right on the money. And unfortunately for all these fans, Romeó and Blake Banks were right on the money with that.
My God. You can be mad at them all you want, but these guys wrestled a picture-perfect tag team match. They saw an opening and they took advantage. They made sure they kept the pressure on, did everything they could to keep the big man down, and it paid off.
Out in that money is Blake Banks, and listen, it's exactly what I said. I didn't know if bringing Hennessy Williams back in the ring was a smart idea, and it cost their team tonight.
It certainly
Look at him, he
did.
can't even walk right now.
Man, but this crowd still firmly behind them, even in a losing effort. As you can see, even in defeat, even our ring announcer